What's up, y'all? My name is Natalie Tace.
And I'm your girl, B. Cherie, and you are tuning into If You Know, You Know podcast.
If you know, you know. You're tuning into episode 2.
It is episode 2.
Yeah, and today we have the Morgan Walker with us.
Yes.
Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you for coming. If y'all don't know, you're surely about to find out. This woman is a trailblazer in the making, truly. She is an event curator. I'm not done.
Go ahead.
She's an event curator. She's an entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur. And she is an up-and-coming political figure. She's someone to watch for sure. So we're so happy to have her. We can't wait to see all that she does. Welcome to our show.
Did you like your whole bottle girl intro?
Let me tell y'all this. Let me start off with this. I already love it here. It's amazing. Like, I'm getting the best experience so far.
Good.
You know, my rider was taking cab. I'll say that. My first rider I put out, I ain't never did that before, y'all.
Okay.
Got my free 75, my M&M's. I ain't extra too much.
It's the experience. It's the if you know you know experience here.
Wow.
Yes. So let's kind of get into like some background, some upbringing. You know, New Orleans tradition. Everybody want to know like where you from, what school you went to, what hood you grew up in, that type of thing. So let's kind of start there.
Wait, but first, can you like cheers?
Okay,
or
we can
something?
cheers.
Yeah,
too.
let's cheers.
All right. So
Yeah.
first 75. So I'm gonna be honest.
shit.
I'm not a bubbly girl, but apparently I've been drinking all kind of stuff that I'm not used to drinking. So that's cool. That's cool. So this will be my first
This is
actual French 75. Yes. Like I take my liquor hard. I take my liquor straight up on the rocks. Nothing. Put hair on my chest, please.
So this is my favorite cocktail. I want to say it's from New Orleans. Like it's a New Orleans based cocktail. So I always get it everywhere I go.
All right, cool.
But I switched it up a little bit because it's originally made with gin. And then
Correct,
some people
correct.
get it with cognac, and I get it with y'all know.
Absolutely.
You get it with Tito.
With Tito.
That's new. So, you know, I bartend like as a hustler. I've been bartending and I've heard of the gin. I've heard of the cognac, but I have never heard of French 75 with vodka.
Yeah, it's the French 76.
The French.
I know that's right.
Cheers to the French 76.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, we tap and we go around, huh?
And around the world.
And around the world. Oh, Morgan taught us that. It's already growth.
That means I drink too much.
It's a good one right
Ooh,
here.
that is good. Ooh.
Do you drink? It's your first one you said?
Mhm.
What do you
That's
rate it?
funny.
I rate this like a 7-8.
Oh.
I wouldn't give it a 10. It's smooth.
Why not a 10? Okay.
The bubbly.
Okay.
It's
The
just a bubbly
throwing you off.
taste.
But see, the alcohol is supposed to
No,
cut
it's
the...
smooth. It's smooth. It's like I can drink it, but I just know I'm not a fan of the bubbly taste. That's all. But it's good.
The
Like,
bubbly taste.
please don't keep pouring this.
You gotta watch this one.
You gotta watch it.
somebody
This
said
is
it's
really good.
slow.
Don't go too
I
crazy. Now you
stopped
gotta
drinking
sip.
them. I stopped drinking these, okay? People drink French 75s. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, but I sip. And
I'm
you
like,
can see
watch
I
out
go-
for that one
Yeah, because
now.
I gulped. I'm halfway gone.
Yeah, y'all going
You don't
crazy.
need it,
Hold on,
sweetie.
y'all gotta slow down now.
We are going
Y'all
crazy.
beginners,
This
y'all
bitch
gotta slow
good
down.
though. This bitch good. I ain't lying. This thing is good.
That's cute.
Now I'm sorry, B. Cherie.
Oh, no, we're just
talking
going
about
in.
this
So,
girl's
like,
school.
tell us a little bit about, you know, where you from, where you grew up, what schools you went to.
Yeah, so I mean, where I'm from New Orleans East, born and raised.
What part?
Yep. What? Blood?
East Beast?
Shit, I didn't know we had a part of it.
Well, so I grew up in East Shore. So, you know, East
Okay,
Shore
East
do
Shore is
have
a
it
little
too.
different. Y'all,
Yeah.
y'all a little different
Yeah.
than like the East.
The East,
you know,
yeah, you know,
I'm from
my
the
mama
East.
moved to the East thinking that it was gonna be that, but she didn't realize when she got to East Shore, she was like what she was when she left.
I
But
mean,
cool.
that's New Orleans. You
Yeah.
know, we go, you turn the block
Yeah,
and
you
you
in the
and you
hood,
doing
yeah.
some real,
Right.
you know,
Right,
you're in a
right,
different world. And I think that's what I appreciate about New Orleans and growing up here. You know, we can adapt to any type of environment. You know, because like I said, I am from the East, and during that time, that's a lot of homeowners and middle class Black families. So that's kind of like my life and what I grew up with. I graduated from St. Mary's, and then I graduated from Dillon University. So I mean, I'm a New Orleans girl through and through. I was born at 5:04 p.m.
Girl, shut
where
up.
I swear I got it tatted on
That
me
is
at
so
Charity
cute.
Hospital.
Charity Hospital.
I'm a real New
You a
Orleans
real New Orleans
baby. My
baby.
mama had me for free.
Hey.
That is so cute. 504. Like I don't even know my birth time.
So, when I was getting married, I needed a copy of my birth certificate. And when I looked, I said, man, I was born at 504. That's
That
fire.
is fire.
So May 4th, I ended up getting a 504 tattoo because that's like just how it is on my birth.
Oh, on 504. Girl, you are so.
You have a 504 tattoo?
No, I was saying she got the
I
tattoo
know. I got
on
one too.
504.
That's hard. That's
Oh, that
hard.
is so
You wanna see
dope.
mine?
Thank you.
You have a 504?
Plug in
Shut
R.
up,
J.
is your
Yeah, that's hard.
Now I feel like I need a 504 tattoo.
If you a New Orleans
do.
baby, then
Where
come
would I
on.
put my 504? Like in my ear or something? That's plan a day
You
that
gotta
I
put
go
it
get
right- you
me
gonna
a
put it on your-
504.
I think you should put it right by your thigh.
But I always wear my garters.
My girl, yes.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm gonna put mine in French numbers. Is there even a such thing as French numbers?
You
Oh,
put Arabic or
the-
something.
yeah,
Is it Roman
yeah.
numerals?
Roman numerals.
right?
Roman
Okay,
numerals.
Or
Yeah,
Arabic,
French,
girl.
but
That's real. You need that Arabic gonna be sexy. I got you,
Powerful.
girl.
I got us. We
Absolutely.
just take two things.
We gonna get a
two shots.
tattoo
Boom.
next Tuesday, all right?
Damn.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
That's a point.
So, how did you get into party promoting?
It kind of fell in my lap, you know. But I started party promoting in high school, just kind of being popular, and then watching my friends throw events and throw parties and stuff, sweet 16s, and that's kind of what kicked it off. Just like a sweet, you know, I knew I wanted to do a big sweet 16, and then once from there, I just started to get my friends together and like, hey, you go to Warren Easton, you go to Ursuline, you go to this school, so let's, you know, use that, pass out flyers at your school, pass out flyers at my school. I'm gonna get the venue, I'm gonna handle everything, and we gonna party, make some money, and that's what it's been.
A boss.
And then I really just, as far as a business, you know, that started in 2014, and that just came over time with just getting mentors and continuing to do it. You know, it was just a hobby at first. You know, it was
What
something
year you
that,
graduated, if you don't mind me asking?
2008.
Okay. Okay.
So we used to do party at Labor Union Hall, UNO, like, I mean, you know, we had the best high school parties. I mean, it didn't get no better than coming to one of my parties.
An entrepreneur at 16.
Literally. Taking pictures with money and everything, just being so crazy. Not really understanding, I'm like really setting myself up to be who I am now, you know, and that's a lot of the times, like a lot of the things that I'm doing, just moving, you know, genuinely in a pure state and just taking opportunities as they come and what I'm equipped for. I think that's just, like I said, just really where I am now with Morg W Productions, Bike and Vote, anything that I've, you know, curated. Let's just like, it's all based on the movements from when I was 15. So
That is amazing. Like and I kind of look at my story in a sense like when I was younger, I didn't realize I was doing entrepreneur things until I started to walk this life, and people who knew me from my childhood was like, girl, you been this boss, you been doing this. Like at 7 years old, I was making hair bows. And in middle school, I was sending my grandmother to Sam's to buy candy and snacks, and I was like the candy girl in school. So like when you have an entrepreneurship spirit, it's in you. You can't even control it sometimes. And sometimes it takes for you to go work a traditional job and realize that that never was intended for you as an individual. So I can respect that. I can respect a 15-year-old hustler. Like, I love it.
That's
I
a
love
mic
it.
drop right there.
Mhm.
Hey, you be talking your shit.
Yeah, I love that.
and like even the jobs I had, like it still was beneficial to like me and my friends, you know, like I'm working at Foot Locker and, you know, we getting releases and stuff before, you know, it was just like, I'm always doing something to like put everybody else in a position of put, you know, like just to build us up. Like nothing is going to be done for no reason. Like I think I learned that from like my parents and the people that I was around. Like we all took care of each other. So it's like anything you do, you just got to move with intention. And like I say, I just learned that at an early age. So that's just how I move, like, and how
It's
I
in you.
handle
It's
everything.
embedded.
Yep.
May I ask what your like upbringing was like as far as your parents? Seems like you speak really highly of them. So how did that build you up for who you are today?
Oh man, it's everything with who I am, because you know, just knowing my mom's story and being there for it. You know, like starting off, well, I'm just a third, fourth grader, and like, you know, I didn't know like we didn't have nothing, you know, we was poor or whatever, but I understood like we in the one bit, you know, I'm sharing, like I'm in the room with my parents, you know what I mean? And then going to a 3-4 bedroom house where I have my own room, you know, and as a kid, you kind of realize that and you like, okay, you know, I see my mom working at Denny's, and, you know, I see my dad working at the post office. Then I see my mom open up her own business. And then we're gaining things. We're gaining new cars and new houses, you know. So that's when I really, like, understood, like, okay, dang, like, if you do something, set up yourself, like, use the money that, you know, that you work hard for and put it and invest it in yourself, you can reap the benefits of that, and your children can reap the benefits of that. You know, and by them being first generation business owners, they was kind of just, you know, learning as they go.
Right.
You know, she successfully ran a business for 15 years.
What was the business, if you don't mind me asking?
A daycare.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's a lover. She loved the babies.
Oh, man, my mom is still working. We
shout out to
still
you,
working.
Mom.
Yeah, she's still working with
I
kids.
can relate to
Okay.
Mom. So prior to me getting into being an entrepreneur and being a wedding planner, I actually used to teach like early childhood. So I preferred ages 1, 2 to like kindergarten, 3rd grade. Like that was my range. I didn't want to exceed
The thing
that.
is, I
So
don't see that for you.
what? As a teacher?
You teach like high school.
Girl,
8th
no,
grade.
let me tell you something.
I
I
don't
tried
believe
it.
it.
So like I started with the babies, always did. And then you realize that the education system is just unfortunately trash, especially here in Louisiana. And that's something that we probably could tap into later on, because it's important for us to get the right people in office to help that. But when you start to realize that there's a lack of resources and things like that, for me personally, I was able to thrive in those levels because I'm a creator. Like I love the arts. I love, you know, coloring and making projects and stuff like that. And then it's a weird feeling as a young adult teaching older grades because you're not that far in age gap, you're not that removed. So for me, it was just very difficult navigating the emotions and the feelings that my high schoolers had when I was like substitute teaching. You know, the boys be kind of like extra, you know. Yeah, and so for me, it was like, give me my babies that write you love letters all day, you know, that you still can hug and you get kisses
So
and
innocent.
notes. Yeah, so I prefer to be there, but I can relate with your mother in terms of like that passion for education and kids, and it takes a strong woman to do that. So upbringing, your parents moved you guys into a better situation, you know, and trying to like enhance your lifestyles and everything. As a child growing up, and I know you said that you didn't see it now till you were older, what was that transition like for you? Did you feel like removed from your friends, or were you too young?
No, I felt like I said, I felt like now I got a space where y'all could, like, we
Come
look,
here.
we got a pool, we got this, we got a trampoline. Like now I can take y'all out of just, you know, we riding bikes or, you know, whatever we was doing, but now we have like a bigger playground, you know what I mean?
Okay,
So like,
okay.
like that's just how my people are too. So that's just how I am. Like we never did stuff to where it only benefited just us. Like that didn't just affect my immediate family, like my aunties, my cousins, everybody grew up in that house. So like we all got to experience a different type of childhood, that we actually had resources and we had things to do, you know what I mean? So I'm just grateful for that, and I'm appreciative of that, and I learned so much from that, even from the mistakes, down to the mistakes and things that I didn't take advantage of, or, you know, just different situations, to where like now I know where I'm going to express to my kids, these businesses I'm starting, like this is for you to continue the legacy. You know what I mean? Like I didn't work hard for this to just go away or just to support you financially.
That deserves a shot. The continuation.
Yeah,
of the
y'all
legacy.
dropping
Yeah,
bars
and
in here.
we don't really know that because we don't come from
don't
that.
come-
Like
no,
this is,
right.
like I said, we are, like, you know, my mom was a first generation business owner.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like, I didn't know I was being ungrateful at the time by saying like, I got my own life, I don't want to have a daycare. You know what I mean? Whether, instead of looking at it like another business opportunity, and you think about it, you be like, oh, I should have did this, and I don't want to be like that.
You know, it's funny that you said that while Natalie pour up, and we definitely gonna take a shot to breaking those curses and also making sure that we leave legacies. One thing that I'm a mother, and one thing that I love about being an entrepreneur is learning. I got the lipstick on mine, period. Yes. So come on, generational curses, legacies, breaking, all of that. Bam, one time around for Morgan.
Around the world, worldwide, global.
One thing I love about the legacy building, and also where we are. So my family had lots of entrepreneurs. My family is predominantly male. My mom is the only girl of 8. I'm the only girl of 4. So we were around men. And one thing I can say about my uncles, they had their own businesses. I'm talking about plumbers, mechanics, electricians, car washing, the whole 9. And so they may not have known and took the approach and had all the access to the knowledge that we have for entrepreneurship, but I come from an entrepreneurial family. But one thing that I love and I've learned is that we have the ability to teach our children that you don't have to be the person that's running and managing it. Because I know you were like, I don't want to have a daycare. I don't want to do it. Now we have the knowledge to know that put someone in position.
Exactly. Because see, my mom, she was the one who was doing payroll, doing it. You know what I mean? And I watched her do that. And it was like, damn, that's hard.
That's hard.
You know, and the fear that you have by not knowing, that fear of not knowing. And that's why, like, one of my quotes that I created is, on the other side of fear is greatness. Because once you realize fear is nothing. It's actually a boundary you created in your own head. So once you get past that, that's when your greatness really exceed. Like, I like doing things that I feel like it makes me uncomfortable because like speaking, different things. And I'm like, okay, this is, if I take this step, I know tomorrow I'm gonna be a whole nother, like a greater person. So that's just on the other side of fear is greatness. And don't be afraid to like do things, even if you feel like you don't know, like, cause that's just in your head. Like, you know, you're doing it. Yeah, you really do. It's like, what do you mean you don't? Like, it's you're literally
like you're afraid of something that haven't even happened. Period.
So let's be great. Fear, eliminate it, embrace it, embrace the uncomfortableness, and push through it.
On the gram right now, that little quote they have is like a status. My shit say, sit in the silence. Like, bask in the silence and get comfortable in it. Just like this right here, like, I be really uncomfortable because I think you make good jokes. Everybody's saying good stuff. You don't have nobody to, like, yes man you. You may not always have that. This bitch is silent like a motherfucker. And it's like, you're not gonna have nobody. You gotta just lead confidently that, you know, this is good. You have to trust that what you're saying is good. You are fun. You are these things. You don't need people in the room to man you to make you feel good about it. Like, even you right here, I'm like, you're saying some good shit, but I'm letting you speak. You don't need that. You're in a different space. You don't need those things. I'm not giving that to you because you don't need that. And it's also a fucking distraction.
Sometimes
it's a distraction. It's noise. So I'm proud of you, girl.
Thank you. Self-awareness, self-confidence. Thank you. You know I'm proud of you. You know, you my new little sister.
I'm bucked up, girl. I seek you out. I seek
you. I'm loving this, honestly. Like, when he told me, like, you know, you guys were the hosts and stuff, and I'm like, that's actually perfect for you in particular. And then, you know, for you guys to come together, I mean, that's what it's all about. Just everybody kind of taking their strong suits and collectively, like, what that looks like, you know, and if it's a podcast, whether it's fire. I love it. And thank y'all for giving me this platform.
Featuring, should we switch to something more like less
Go
deep?
for it. Go for it. So,
maybe I should. Yeah, I have the connection. So, I was able to be in the presence of I guess she's not your fiance anymore, your wife. Yes, us.
You did film our engagement. You did. That was fire.
The engagement too? It's your birthday.
You did that? My birthday was turned into an engagement party.
Okay.
It was a surprise engagement, remember? You was like, she helped me with my social media.
They do some big shit, yo. They do some big shit. So that, and then the wedding, the day of the wedding, I was with them the entirety. Back and forth from there, like, their rooms in the Four Seasons, might I add. Okay.
Nice.
In the Four Seasons. So now y'all are like a low-key, well, not even low-key, excuse me, I'm sorry, a freaking power couple. So what's that like, running all your businesses, all these ventures? She a big dog lawyers. Like, I mean, like, first of all, how did y'all meet? How did these two powerhouses meet? What's up with that?
How did we meet? I've been knowing her since high school. I'll start there. We weren't friends. We weren't cool at all.
Really not. Why you think so? Is it like different social
I mean,
clubs?
yeah, we was like our friends. We was queens, and her friends called themselves queens. It was just all kind of high school.
Oh,
That's like a
okay.
It was like high school drama.
Okay.
Man, you know, like it was just lame.
Okay, okay.
But you know, it was cool. I still was Morgan, like nice to everybody, and she still was Yesha, like nice to everybody. Like she had that reputation too, where she was just the nicest girl in the world.
Okay.
But later on, we just connected through. She was trying to do she was doing a charity event when she won Miss Black Louisiana.
Okay.
That's
And she reached.
Go Yesha.
She's that
Yeah,
girl.
so she was like, I want to give back and I want to do like a women empowerment event. And she was like, I wanted to reach out to you. And it started there.
She shot a shot.
Yeah, she shot her.
She shot a shot.
She hates to admit it. I'm glad she's not here.
Yo, she don't admit that.
Because I was strictly business, you know?
Yesha,
You know,
shot
the
your
girl
shot.
is professional. You know,
Okay,
you come to
okay.
me, you want to give back, and I'm going to be professional, you know? Don't think I'm trying to, like, slide and, you know.
How can the people reach you? I mean, like, talk to the people. How can they reach you? You don't need nothing, but you know what I'm saying? How can they reach you right quick?
At the time, you know, obviously I was, you know, curating like a lot of back to school events, Christmas events, and she was just like, you know I want to start somewhere, so I wanted to reach out to you to do the women empowerment event, and we ended up doing a happy hour to raise money for her to give back to the homeless shelter at the Carver Theater. And it was wonderful. I mean, we did a photo shoot. We had like Jay Colin, who owns McDonald's. We had Lala with Young Wealth. You know, I just kind of used the people around me to just say, hey, let's come together for this good cause so that we could give back. And then it just blossomed from there. We was kind of just inseparable. Our first date was the Saints game. I took her to the Saints game. Had to show my little connections. I'm like, we got these seats by the field goal.
Let her know life's a little stressful sometimes, but you can get through it. You take somebody to the Saints game on the first day, you letting them know, baby, life is a roller coaster, honey.
Yeah, like, let me make a call. We just going to the Saints game. You know, nothing special. We just right here by the field goal. The players.
Okay, nothing special.
Wow.
So you transition from dating, all those things, and you move into marriage.
Yep.
How is it being married? How long have you guys been married?
Almost 2 years in February.
How is that experience? I'm a wedding planner, so I'm always interested in knowing the backstory and then also being present and understanding the journey. And I'm also recently divorced. So for me, this is like one of my hit home topics of knowing like what is married life like in general, like real authentic marriage life.
And I think for us, it started off like we didn't have a traditional wedding. Like we got married at the courthouse. We didn't want to do things like, so she know how I can be. Like she like, look, this not a party. This not like, we want to be real, like, you know, intimate and this is about our love and stuff like that. And I think everything from the beginning is just like genuine with us. So marriage has been, I mean, what it's been, it's just been, you know, life. And we chose to do that together. We feel like ever since we met each other, things in our life progress. It doesn't, you know, backpedal. So when you meet someone like that, you can't just ignore that. You have to be like, okay, well, we know for a fact that we're supposed to be together and take care of each other, because you meet a lot of people when you are this person who's so nice, who's so giving, and who do things for other people a lot. And it's like, I try to keep her on her toes to put herself first and then vice versa.
Give me some.
So I think that's why we really connect, because we're like, we kind of keep each other balanced more so than anything. Like just making sure like at the end of the day, our family is, because we can't help nobody without us being good. So we just make sure we keep each other straight.
Like I say, being in the industry, you think that you're coming in being this planner for your clients, but you end up being a counselor, you end up being a therapist, and then now, speaking from my experience, I end up actually being a coach to them. One of the most challenging things about marriage, personally for myself, and also that I see a lot of other couples go through, is the fact that society tells us two becomes one. But they fail to realize that you're technically two individuals. So to choose to walk one path and choose to have common goals and common, denominators, and choose to navigate life and be partnerships. But at the end of the day, that does not negate the fact that you're two individuals. And I love the fact that you said that you continue to tell her to put yourself first. Make sure that you're tuning into yourself, because if you're not healthy, if you're not whole, if you're not feeling fulfilled, then that has a domino effect on the whole family unit and everything that we're attached to. So that is a great thing. That's a great foundation to have, especially when you're less than a 5-mark year of marriage. Because, married people have been married for years, tell you like, oh, by the time you get to year 5, you're going to experience this. And when you get to year this, but for you to already be able to pour that into her and say, make sure you're doing a little bit something for you. And I'm sure if you can tell that to her, you're also doing that for yourself as well. So that's a beautiful thing there.
And we are not like the normal couple, because like you said, since day one, we just been, it's been also a business relationship. You know what I mean? So we understand too how to execute both. And like I said, if she wants to do things that she's doing, I can add value to that in my space, and vice versa. Like, it's like, how much do I need a lawyer at all times? How many contracts I review? It's like she handling situations that 2018 that contractually, that I had been in. If I would have had her expertise back then, then I would, but like now I know. So it's like, it just all makes sense. Like I said, it's just, and that's like how I go about life. Like, everything to me is all about progression, and then it's all about connectivity to the next step. So that's just where we at.
So we heard you say kids. So we already know kids are coming into place.
Look, birth control, the daycare was the best birth control, because me and my brother, neither one of us have kids. That's the crazy part.
But we heard you say my kids, so that means that in the future you
definitely
do want kids. Brad and BB Judy are like one of those power couples that we love, that are in the LGBT plus community. And also we love seeing like their new content and things there. As being two entrepreneurs, just seeing their story and what they do, and then you and your wife being two entrepreneurs, is there anything that you can relate to in terms of like starting the family dynamics? Like, what does that look like? Will this be like the public family, kind of like how they have, or will this be more of that discreet, personal situation for yourself?
And that's funny, because they was married on 2/2/2. Their wedding day was the same wedding day as ours, right? And they congratulated us, and we congratulated them. And Julie
February
is somebody
22nd?
I've been knowing. Yeah.
That's my ex-wedding anniversary, February 22nd. Come on,
2/2/2. It's numerical connections is real. But so they, inspire everybody. I mean, first of all, Judy is from New Orleans. Her entrepreneurial goals before she met Brett is just admirable. And then now that she's with someone like who I said, it's that connection, and you can tell that it's genuine. I mean, all we can do is just support them how we can. And we do we saw the criticism that they got when they did say that they was having a kid, and that, we looked at that and we had a conversation about it, and was like, man, like, I don't, like, Yesha was like, I don't think, we're gonna have that our stuff be public like that, because of, like, sometimes people can handle certain things and build for certain things. They're in that limelight and that stardom. They've been through that for years. Yesha I bring her, like, I promote her a lot and market her a lot, but she's more of a introverted type of person. She likes to get the business handled and the business clear, and a lot of things that she does has to be behind the scenes. She doesn't have a career like myself, or that's kind of like, I could curse, do what I want. Like, I'm not running for mayor. Like, I'm not doing it. Because if I was there, I'd be like, look at her ass in the treehouse. Like, I can handle that type of judgment, but it's like with her career, she had to be taken seriously, and that's something she's going to be doing for the rest of her life, and she has to protect her brand, and sometimes you can't handle so much scrutiny, because she really deal with real life situations.
Yeah.
So people call lawyers for real things.
Real stuff.
Ooh, Lord.
So it's like her being such a public figure is kind of like, I'm not an entertainment lawyer. I handle real people getting sued and shit happening. And I'm handling people business behind the scenes. So I respect that. And regardless of how, far I go, if I'm on a TV show, whatever happens with me, I would always try to protect her from
TV show.
any type of scrutiny and stuff like that.
I guess it's a TV
I told you I'm preparing for
There we go, speaking.
I
So
love
which one?
it.
Who's having the baby?
Fact.
Who
not me.
Oh, for real?
I was kind of thrown for a
They
loop
said I
when
look cute
Brett
with a
had the
pregnant
baby.
though.
Like you would probably be cute
They said
pregnant.
I
I
look
know.
cute with a little
seriously,
stomach. I put
please
a balloon in my stomach for my friend
need
baby
that.
shower. They was like, girl, you look cute.
Yes.
Like,
Man, keep Yesha good. Let her keep her physique,
glamour
man.
physique.
Come
Tell
on,
the
do
baby
the
boy.
deed, man.
that's what I feel like I'm gonna blow up battling.
Man, you good. Let
have to
Yesha
work
do
out
her
extra hard,
thing.
do it.
Yesha gotta get in the court and talk to the people. She can't be
Let
balling.
That'll stop
She
her
gotta-
bottle popping.
Yeah, how we go to the
Man,
club?
You gonna be popping bottles,
Only
literally.
red, my nigga, sexy red.
Listen,
Then she got the sexy
y'all
red.
want me to be? I'm gonna be the pregnant promoter, huh?
Listen,
That's my new name. I'm
the
just saying pregnant
PP.
promoter.
With the
PP
bottles,
Morgan.
the bottles. Yeah,
I'm
you
trying to
good.
last time 45 like G Willie.
Oh yeah, I know that's right. I heard how he was. I didn't know.
That is
I didn't know,
so
man.
I do they 45, but I'm
He's
trying
right
to.
there.
Yeah, him and Big
He got a
Stan,
long run.
Yeah, they had a, I'm trying to be like them.
There
I'm
we
trying to be in the game, We're not
Well,
gonna stop.
we're gonna leave the
doing
babies
parties.
behind for a little
Okay.
bit. Pause them. You still young enough to keep going, baby. Look, it's not so. We went from party promoting. How did you get into the clothing brand?
Kids. No, that's old, y'all.
Tell us about it. I remember that.
You remember Heartbreakers?
Sure the fuck do.
That was crazy.
That was
so,
before the parties, right?
That was before the parties. So, well,
This girl
not
been cool as
before.
fuck. She been cool since like 14 or
So
something.
the parties was high school, right? So college, I wanted to start a clothing line. I had an idea called Heartbreakers. I was an all-female clothing line. I had never seen that before. So I was like, I just want to cater to females. So I had like crop tops, little one piece, like American Apparel stuff. I was taking American Apparel and putting Heartbreakers on it or whatever. And somehow it still came back full circle to me throwing a damn party. So the clothing line started really becoming popular, but it was so slow to where, like, say I invested maybe $600. I bought, crop tops. Let's start off with that. I started off with the purple crop tops and I put a broken heart on it. It cost me like $10, $11 a shirt. I charge, $20 or whatever like that. And you selling them, and then you like, okay, you make $1,200, right? You spend $600, you make $1,200, but that shit take you like 2 months. So it's like, all right.
Stress, anxiety.
Yeah, so I'm like, man, this kind of slow, but I'm still pushing through. I'm like, it's getting more popular. I'm like, let me drop another item, okay, that's sold out. Let me give them the bodysuits, whatever. So then I'm like, look, the female's doing the photo shoot. So I end up getting an inquiry about, hey, can the Heartbreakers girls host a party in Lafayette?
Boy, it's so cool.
So I'm like, the Heartbreakers girls, that's a whole look. I'm like, ding ding. I'm like, yeah, like he like, how much and what y'all need? I'm like, well, 500 and we need a section, we need a hotel, and we need a driver because we in New Orleans.
How old you was, yo?
Yo, I was probably like 19.
Man, what?
I'm probably
Man.
like 19.
Bullshit for
Heartbreaker
real.
girl.
So
That's fire.
Listen, this crazy. This
fire.
way, this still one of my best friends to this day who reached out to me. So he ended up like, this is a whole nother story. He ended up he had his own club at 19, by the way, and he reached out to me in Lafayette. So I'm like, yeah, he like, what y'all need? Boom, they took care of hotel. Me and my girls, we right out there. He got a car for us. We pull up to the club in Lafayette. The dude come out to come get us because I'm like, yeah, I'm at the, the girls here, we got to walk to our section or whatever. So he like, all right, cool, I'm coming to get y'all. It's a young nigga with dreads. I'm like,
This bullshit. What's happening?
I'm like, hold up, bro, you my age. I'm thinking I'm about to come up to
It's a grown man.
Yeah, he like, nah, this is my club or whatever. I'm going to take care. I'm the one who going to take care of y'all, whatever. So I'm in the club, everybody having a blast. The whole time, my mind like, wow, we really packed out a club in Lafayette. Like, we on
With the
flyer,
Heartbreaker
we the
girl.
Heartbreaker girl. So I'm like, okay, I'm on to something. So I'm asking him, I'm like, hey, how you able to, pay us like this or whatever like that? And he like, stay after the club, I'll run it to you. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I ended up staying, the girls went back to the hotel, and me and him just ran it. And he like telling me how much the ball made, just talking to me real numbers. Nobody never did that. Like, I didn't promoted a lot of stuff, for other people and stuff, and they'll just pay me, and I'll be cool with that. Like, I understood I promoting work and throwing a party work because I did it before, but I didn't really understand it on that scale. It was always just not little stuff, but high school stuff. So when I'm like, oh, adults do this too, was like mind blowing to me. So once he explained it to me, I'm like, okay. So when I came back to New Orleans, people, they was like, we hot at this point. The Heartbreakers girls, we hot.
Yes.
So I'm like, look, I need a percentage now. So that's kind of when I started negotiating and doing different things when I understanding my leverage. So I just appreciate him for putting me in that position to this day, because that was just.
That's what's up.
And I got back to party promotion.
I'm about to say, so clothing was very short-lived.
It was short-lived, because I'm like, yeah, 1,200. I could make 1,200 with my eyes closed.
In a party promotion world.
Just being, bringing the girls. I could make 1,200. So
shout the guy out. I feel like, is it? I want to say, is it Byron? Is it Byron?
No, it's Jamar Grove.
Shout
but
out to you, Jamar.
Yeah.
Marley is like,
Marley.
he's like on some fashion shit now. He's not even.
He's definitely high fashion artist.
Yeah, but
Time. He hired the Heartbreaker girls to come do the party. Now Morgan is doing the parties, and he's back in the fashion
he kind of
world.
like a fashion.
He's like, I said I wanted the Heartbreaker girls.
His real career is an engineer. Like, he's making a big bucks.
He's
doing
big
that.
bucks.
Yeah,
Big
but
bucks.
And he throw parties. He throw parties.
No, he don't throw parties.
Oh,
Okay.
Only person, it was him and Jay Lee. Jay Lee is still throwing parties.
Where I got Byron from? Did I make that shit up?
Yeah.
Man, that's fucked up. I'm not going with names clearly.
They was in Lafayette doing big things. I mean, Jay Lee is still in Lafayette doing big things. So shout out to him. That's my big bro. So he technically too was one of the first people that gave me an opportunity to really know like, hey, you that girl. Like, you come wear the Lafayette and people will come out for you. So that was just love. It was all fun. I ain't understand no business side still. I'm just, I understood money. And I understood the females, that's what I gotta do, that's easy. That's nothing. We do this anyway. We coming out anyway.
So that's easy. Politics to me feels hard. How did that come about?
Politics came from COVID. But let me say this. I've always been a voter. I've always been politically engaged. I always knew when people was running for office. I always understood how important that was to go vote, and our people, what they fought for, and what it means to be, civically engaged. So when COVID happened, my sister-in-law, she wanted to run for judge. She's a passionate lawyer, a passionate attorney, and she wanted to take the next step, and I wanted to 100% support that. And how can I do that? Promote. So when they asked me to be a part of the campaign team, for me it was like, okay, people gonna say I'm gonna go vote. I didn't seen it a million times, because I always tell my friends like, hey, y'all need to go vote, and they were like, all right, I'm gonna go vote. And I'm like, did you go vote? And they were like, oh, I forgot. And it's like, damn, it takes 5 minutes. So I didn't want that to happen with her. I didn't want people just telling me like, I'm going vote. And then they don't. And then the numbers show because it was already just a judgeship. So a lot of people don't really understand what's going on. And it's COVID. She's running for eviction court. This is somebody
this is
precedent
at that time.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I'm like, who would care enough about the people? Besides, she was the perfect person for the job. I was serious about it. I was passionate about it. So when I was thinking about, in my creative mind, like how you said, like art and all those type of things, my mind works like I can create a concept in 0.5 seconds. My brain is aggravating. I come up with I wake up every morning with a new concept on
So
my
much
mind.
so that people got to tell you chill.
So dope though.
So like, and it's like art for me. So it's like, and it be like, damn, that shit, nobody never did that. It's like, I created that and to me, that's what it's all about. Like, even with parties, like, anything I ever did, I always try to create an experience that people never, it's just like, we do it, but you don't understand, like, what it looks like as a group effort. So when I came up with Bike and Vote during COVID, it was more so to hold everybody accountable. Because it's like, I was biking at the time. I was like, damn, I can't throw no more parties. We just came off of Mardi Gras. So I was on a high to where I'm getting ready to really like hit them with some stuff. Like, you know, we got events planned. Yeah, we plan events a year out now. Like, you know, 6 months. I mean, 2024, we got events the next 6 months. We kind of all know what we're doing. But, you know, so even then, it was like, when COVID happened, that took us for a loop. We like, hold up. So I was biking a lot, just like, what am I gonna do? I was really like depressed because I was doing party promotion for so long to where I didn't really worry about no other money. Like, that's, you know, and I'm like, this shit shut down. I really can't have events. Like, what is going on? I was depressed. So biking took me out of that and where I was just enjoying the city, you know, riding around. So I came up with the concept of Bike and Vote because it was something that took me out of a space. Biking took me out of one space, and then her running, her passion for wanting to do something, I was like, let's put those two together. I was like, because we could safely gather when we bike, because I was waving at people as I was biking with my mask on and stuff like that. And then you can still go to City Hall and vote. You just had to stay like 6 feet apart. So, I mean, the turnout was amazing. And then that just took, like, I'm like, I can't stop this. Like, people there, like, I haven't voted since Obama.
Oh, wow.
I'm so intrigued though. So I'm considering you're doing so many things. Though. What was that pivot like from this world to this world? How do you transition and like mash yourself into these environments that you've never been in before?
I think it looked like me promoting still. It was like a space I felt comfortable with, but I was promoting for a candidate. So I looked at the time, Bike and Vote was something where I was really pushing to candidates because it was still elections going on. So it was a tool for me to make money and like still like do my thing, like promote, but through campaigns. And so when it first started, it was to, like, say you're running for office, you would reach out to me because you're like, hey, you know, I saw Bike and Vote. I would love to have that for my campaign. And, you know, a year passed or whatnot, and I'm like, this is bigger than a campaign, though. It's bigger than when I realized everybody don't have that passion, too, like my sister-in-law. So then that didn't give me the passion to work with you.
Right.
It's like, your money is cool, but it's not enough for me to actually promote and actually get people out to vote for you because do you really believe what you're saying? So that's when another transition happened to where Bike and Vote became bigger than a campaign. It then became me coming out of my own pocket to where I want my people to come vote. I don't care who they vote for. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but I'm going to tell you that it's important and you have the power in your hands to go elect any, and like we making huge differences. Like I'm talking about 60, 70 votes. I mean, that could win an election.
That's funny that you said that it's bigger than the money because what we're seeing is this trend, especially when it comes down to politics, is getting like influencers and celebrities to speak. And these people may not necessarily be for the cause or actually engaged in it. They just looking at it like, we can pay you to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Like, what is your, I know you kind of started there.
I did.
But like, once you're in it, like, how did you navigate realizing it's not just about you putting me as the face of it. This is meaning, this is power. Like, can you expound on that experience?
And I think, so influencer marketing, obviously I've been out, so I'm not gonna say I created that, but in a campaign space in New Orleans, like I came up with the concept of influencer marketing again because that's I knew I wanted to get people out to
So
vote
you
for
for
my
it.
sister. But this is what I feel too. Is it as effective as I thought? No. And that's still how Bike and Vote is so important and it's so impactful because it's actually people going vote. We're actually mobilizing. So it's like, it's not just influencers saying that they're going to vote. You know that they're voters. So that's why now Bike and Vote is, how can I explain Bike and Vote? Bike and Vote is so powerful. And I think next year I want to focus on it. It's a people power movement to where it may have started off to where I was trying to win an election, but now it's all about the people. And when the people realize this is a tool for them to be empowered, it's gonna be right where I want, where I see it being. And it's not gonna take long because I have strategies that I'm working on that I'm gonna implement next year to really have people understand this is a tool for you. I created it initially to support somebody else, but this is really a tool for the people. And that's why our slogan is people over politics, because politics is a game where, you know, they have their own motives, but without the people,
take it there.
What can you do? And we need to put their needs and we need to put the community needs first. And that's why people feel so discouraged and tired right now, because we don't see politicians that are putting community first. You know, it's all about money or clout or, you know, foolishness. When the people are struggling in this city, entrepreneurs are struggling, homeowners are struggling. I mean, the Black people in the city of New Orleans, we just not in a good space mentally. So until the political climate understands what the people are and the people understand what the political people can do to help us get better, it's a disconnect. So I want to be the connection. I want to be the bridge. And I think next year that I'm going to focus a lot on bridging that gap between the community and the political people, because we need each other to make sure
things are just constantly,
things
it's
are
a
just,
cycle.
Exactly. Because if not, where we gonna go? Atlanta, Houston.
But it's the same thing. If you don't understand the culture of you have the voice to choose, it don't matter where you go, you're gonna bring that same energy with you. If you're not active in the world of politics and understanding that you have the ability to choose. So
I think understanding really helps. I really appreciate you for being in that space of like bringing it home to us so we can understand, like getting out and like biking. That's very like digestible for the people. So like, what do you think about what Mayor Cantrell is doing right now? Like, how do you think she's doing as far as our mayor right now? And do you see that as far as yourself? Because you're speaking like a mayor right now. You're not talking to me. What's good?
I try to tell people, look, why I feel like I couldn't be the mayor is because I'm not going to even say it. All right, I'm not going to say that. But I'm not even going to say that. I'm me.
And it
so I'm going to be me.
Well, you clearly can be Mayor Cantrell is herself.
She is Petey, baby.
She's her. So what are your thoughts about her being her?
And I appreciate that. And I do. And I think she's doing the best she can. But honestly, what I can say about her is that you have to, again, it don't matter who you are. You have to pay attention to the people and what they're saying. And if the people feel like you aren't hearing them out, if the people feel like they're being ignored, you have to some type of way engage with them.
Or at least they look like it.
And not just on social media. I'm sorry, like that social media stuff for all politicians, city council, any politician, like whoever.
Right.
Social media is not everything. What you're really doing for the people is everything. Like, and sometimes I feel like that's my downfall too, because I don't care about social media. I never did. Like, I done been with Floyd Mayweather, Diddy, all types of people. Future. I threw 3, like, you know what I mean? 3 Future concerts, like, promoted for that. It's like, I never was the person, well, let me get a picture with you, bro. Like, I just never was like that. Not granted, like I said, that might have put me a backseat to where people feel like I'm not this big time person.
You don't need that if you know you know.
And that's the New Orleans culture. One thing about our city, we not starstruck. Like we love y'all and we vibe with y'all, but we know how to just be comfortable in those spaces too. So I get that. What you're saying.
But I feel like New Orleans people still they only believe in your success as much as you portray.
Show it, yeah.
You know
and
what
I
mean?
hate that.
And that's the only thing. It's like, just because I don't, announce every single thing, and like I said, that may be, maybe you do need to glow, like,
take the humble hat
talk
off,
your shit a little bit, because it's
humble
like,
hat off, talk your
it's like,
shit.
hold on.
It's definitely New Orleans. It's definitely New Orleans for sure. So I hear what you're saying, but you're speaking like a mayor, though. Those things, like, you're in this limelight, so I really want you to take advantage of that. And, like, you're built for that because of the reason you don't care about that shit. You're doing it on the socials. One, slight, without effort. It's nothing to get somebody hired for that, but it don't bother you. You really in the streets. You're in the streets for real.
The good street.
So my baby, I'm not gonna get into that. Yes, you got that mapped out for the next few years and all that, but I think you should get into something more fun.
In other
into
words,
a
go
quick
vote.
game.
Make sure you're voting and make
you're
sure you
voting.
keep up with
They gonna
Morgan
vote for Morgan
in the next
though. Let's do a
election
quick
times
game.
and all
Let's
this.
do a quick- I
That's
think
kind of like
carry the game.
Add it
Let's
up,
do
play a
it.
little
I'm gonna let
game
my
right
hair
quick.
down. 'Cause
So
it's
we
fun.
love a good game. We love a good game here.
You really let
We the
your hair
girlies
down.
that like
It wasn't
to play.
I had two looks today.
So the name of this game is called Slay or Nay. So we knew that you kind of tapped into the fashion world a little
perfect.
bit. We know that you out of the loop. So we want to see like what your take is on some of these
On some of
looks.
the looks.
Some of the looks that the people have been serving. So
I
we're
love
going to let
y'all,
you
whoever
answer
it is.
first.
I love everybody.
And you know
Yes,
we
y'all
Y'all
messy.
know,
We
that's
messy,
where
messy.
my political side come out. I love everybody.
Yes, work. I love it.
So you just hit a slay if you think they slayed and a nay. And if you feel called to like expound on any look, feel
Do it.
free to do that. So we gonna go ahead on and we're gonna give you some of our looks. Can you see that? We
Look
need
at
to bring
my
it.
brother.
All right.
He fresh. He fresh. He
G
gonna
Willie.
slay. He
G
gonna
Willie.
G Willie slay.
Bullshit.
Slay.
He always wears a goddamn sweatshirt. He be killing. The sweatshirts be fire.
But
I
I
would
like
like
that
to
better in
see
this
G.
element.
Willie.
I don't like to see him in a suit and all that.
Really? It feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, he don't like all
I
that.
would like to see him dressed in a suit a little bit. He keeps a sweatshirt
like
on.
all that.
Okay, cool.
Oh, we never did it. Everybody.
Oh,
Slay or nay?
we said you said G. Willie Slade.
We slay.
I'm gonna give him
You
a
said
name.
slay. I thought you said nay. I'm about to say.
Sorry, G.
You
Willie,
like
I
a
just
Bel
said
Air
name.
suit.
I want to see you in a suit or something.
That man need a suit.
Something, a blouse or something. Tank and the bangers. Tank gives me a slay
What?
every time.
fresh.
She coming with the looks.
Her hair, it be the hair for me.
That's my girl.
funky
She
and
is.
fresh, baby.
She's the best.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Mark.
Slay. Give me my
Come on.
chin.
With the vicious.
Get the
Come on.
Give me
Get the
my
I'm gonna do the
chin.
local.
Yes.
Right now, I got our loyalty club. You know,
There we go. Another local.
You know,
Say it again, because we got all these mics, girl. Say it again.
Loyalty Club on right now. You know, shout out to Loyalty Club. To me, one of the best clothing brands in
Yes.
New Orleans right now. If not the best.
Period. Loyalty Club.
Shout out to them. And I had on Vicious right there.
All right, that's Miss Taste.
Give me my
Slay,
chin.
my girl Slay.
Hey, that's
It's the retro Barbie.
That was a
Slay.
look. I remember that look. You went to
Yeah.
Coachella.
Sure did.
Yeah, thanks.
On some
I
slight
said,
shit.
I was like, that was
on
how.
some slight
Yeah.
shit.
I like it.
Easy.
Oh, so this is Devon Godchild.
Slay.
That does
Slay.
a fly
He
guy.
killed.
Fresh.
That
He
boy
be fresh.
fresh.
He's always fresh.
Don't
Like,
play
pay
with him
attention
with
to
the hair
his.
skirt.
Man, what? Man, you really gotta watch
Shut
You
up,
gotta watch
man.
all his
guy
looks.
is fresh.
Yes,
Give
yes,
me
come on,
somebody
Gacho.
with a name.
Titi. I'm sorry, Titi. It's a name for me.
And that's my girl, but
I love her, but the retro
Those are the
Martian
baby.
spaceship
Slay,
glasses.
baby. Slay.
Tita gotta let
Slay.
my dude Quan John styler, man. For one time, I like it. Her stylist right now is cool.
She doing better.
Yeah, that's
She
my
doing
girl.
better. Okay, cool.
But she
Cool.
need to let Quan John style.
Who is that?
That's Ross. That's my girl.
Ross. Oh, Ross the boss. Ross the
Ross.
boss. Ross be
Only-
giving.
Ross be slaying. I'ma just this one, cause I hate the thong look.
Yeah, okay.
That thong look. that don't
She
look.
be slaying for the girlies that like that
It's
style.
not only
It's
her.
not my.
Any girlies
yeah.
who wear that left on with.
You don't like. You
Right.
don't like. Okay, it's a bit much for you.
It's too much.
It's too
But
much
I
for
love Ross. If she gonna pull it out, she
Ross
gonna pull it out.
Cam, it's a nay for me.
That guy.
It's a nay.
I don't
He
like him.
sometimes he
He's
gives
trash.
looks, but this particular look is giving like,
Damn.
what are we doing?
Total
Pineapple.
asshole.
I really don't want to be. You say he's an asshole.
Asshole.
Oh,
You
that's
a buzzer.
me. B. Cherie. That was the Renaissance. I slayed, bitch. Fuck what y'all
Let you have
talking
it, B.
I like it.
I slayed. It's
You
okay.
giving silver, girl.
Well, it was Renaissance. It was Beyonce
Oh.
concert. Appropriate. Come on.
give it.
That was
It
the
can.
most
Come on now.
naked I've ever been in my life.
All right, I like it.
I wore
That's a
well.
fucking lie, B. Cherie. Stop it.
I've been more naked
Stop
than that.
it. Stop.
think
stop,
I've been
stop,
that
stop.
naked.
You're a naked girl. Embrace it, baby. You are
Okay.
a nudist.
But I had like boobs out.
Yeah, you
Next.
got your legs out
I'm
right
all
now.
legs always out. Oh,
Oh.
who is that? Oh, that's Zion Wilson. Nay. Everybody, what is the shoes? What is that?
Zion, another person, holla at my guy, Quan John. He's local. Get
gonna
you
get
right.
you.
Gonna have you with the style that's fit your,
Nay.
fit you.
Oh, Kim and what's the new? I mean Kim. Look at me, Kanye and the new girl. I don't even know her name. This particular look is kind of like nay. What do he have on? It's the workout sweatsuit top
Looks like
for
you're
me,
a buff guy.
Kanye.
Like, I don't do leg day.
and the motorcycle boots with the penis print. I can't take it. I can't. Oh, Ree and ASAP. I'm gonna say Slay just because they one of my favorite couples. Sometimes
That
it looks be a
outfit,
miss.
That's a miss.
Sometimes
That's
it be a
fucking
miss. But Ree gonna always slay. So if I had to like separate them as a couple,
She was like expecting in that picture and not to.
so y'all
like,
made them.
She wasn't ready. Like she couldn't like. He misled her. He has this
Why
buff
do we
guy
have on a
shirt
breast
He
shirt?
giving two different vibes.
Yeah, he fucked it up. Honestly.
Three different.
She was
Four
inspired.
Four different vibes.
She was
on his
inspired by
outfit.
him. Like she was like, babe, what are you
just
wearing? She's like,
disgusted.
I'm gonna
I'm
wear
not
it.
even looking at
She got
Rihanna.
on
I
the
ain't gonna
titty
judge.
shirt.
Rihanna is
Yeah,
the queen.
Rihanna's not even exactly.
I'm not even gonna, but the name is for ASAP Rocky. bro.
Exactly.
Like,
Thank you for cleaning it up for me.
Yeah, like we not talking about Rihanna.
That's
We
why
talking-
Never.
they say two can't always be one.
Fuck no.
That's it.
We
Well,
ran out of time. Let's speed
That
this
was
shit up.
that was it for that one. The Slay and Nay. You did good, Mark. You did good on the Slay and Nay. So let's move
Everybody
into.
slayed.
Yeah, everybody knows. Some people need. Some people definitely need, and we gonna leave it at that. All right. So, New Year. We're at this space where all things are new. What are some of those things that you have coming up? Like, what are you most interested, or what are you looking forward to in this new year?
Number one thing that I'm excited about is my restaurant. I've been working on that for like almost a year and a half now. So it's been the most challenging thing I ever done in my life. So like once I'm finished with this, I feel like, which will be this year, 2024, I'm just gonna be like proud of myself. Cause I don't think I ever had a moment where I'm like, I'm proud of me.
Let's have that moment right now. Say it. Say it. Get the toast. You don't have no more drink?
I got it.
Okay. Say it. Literally say it to yourself right now.
I'm proud of me. Period.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you, girl.
And around the world.
And global we go.
Global.
God.
So, but obviously that's one thing. That's my number one thing. But I'm also working to grow biking food. Like I want to get into HBCUs. I want to just kind of make sure voting is on the forefront of, you know, what's going on in the city and how we can really create change through voting. And then just really getting in the youth too and getting involved with them and making sure they understand that they're the future and that I want to invest in them. And so I'm working on a biking food book for the kids, activity book. So that's the exclusive that you guys got. I told you I would give y'all the exclusive.
And if you don't know, you just found out Morgan got an exclusive Bike and Vote book that she's launching for the kids. So y'all stay tuned for that. We're excited about that for 2024 too. Yes, we love when we get exclusive drops.
It's her second book, huh? Is this
It's my second book. My first book is Think Like a Local. It's still on Amazon. Give you great hidden gems that's in the city that you need to check out. And yeah, but I think this one is definitely gonna take it to the next level because it's something that I'm passionate about. The kids, you know, just making sure like by the time they're 18, they understand how important voting is. I mean, people died for us to vote, and I think we forgot that as young Black people. So we gotta get back on it, man. We can't allow people to take away our power. You know, like people, oh, my vote don't matter and all that kind of. That don't got nothing to do with me.
It does.
Especially local politics. You worry about the president. You need to focus on local politics and what that means for entrepreneurs and new business
For the people
owners.
that don't know, people think big elections, that's what they're going to go out and vote for. But why is it so important for the local elections? Can you please expound on that break it down so they talk stupid to me right now? What's good?
Because that's what control every single thing from our day-to-day lives. And when we think about a pothole in the street and who we need to call, you know, that would be our representative, you know, and when we think about starting a new business and what district that we're in and what tax incentives that we have and what resources do we have in that area, then we need to reach out to that city council person. And, you know, it's just little things that we need from our politicians that we don't that we don't know until we're actually in that position. When we like, man, you know, like just like that restaurant, the energy bill was $20,000-$30,000. The city council person got that taken care of. Those are the type of relationships that you need and that we have to have as the new adults now. So we have to pay attention to who we're electing. We have to have people in those seats that care about us. So put the power back in our hands and we're going to be good.
So basically, I love that you're saying that it starts in your own community. Once you focus and adapt and help your community and restructure it, then it becomes a global thing. And that kind of brings me to like this segue. It may be a little off, but I don't know why my brain went there. Mardi Gras just feels so community driven. It feels like it starts in your hood. You know, you have all of these second line groups and all of these individual groups, but it makes the whole of New Orleans, similar to what that political process looks like. So I'm just curious to know, you know, like that's probably my ADHD kicking in a little bit. What's your Mardi Gras plans? Like what does that gonna look like for you this year?
It's crazy that you say it because right now I'm in a meet people where they are stage when it comes to the voting rights and the type of messaging that we need to get out, and we're focusing a lot on Mardi Gras and what it looks like to actually have activations throughout Mardi Gras for voting. And you know, the role Bike and Vote is about to play in getting young people out to vote is gonna be so instrumental for the city of New Orleans and the state of Louisiana, really, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, like I said, just having activations throughout the city, you'll definitely be seeing us. And then, you know, obviously I'll have events all weekend.
So what are some of those events? What are some of those spots that we need to be in? And what are some of those spots that people can expect to see some of these activations in?
That is to be announced, but definitely anywhere Larry has something, because he supports me. Greg supports me. So whatever I need, you know, they try to definitely, you know, make sure I'm good. So
just
we'll be around. It'll be
in touch.
We gonna get through the 6 wall steppers in Larry's birthday weekend. Then we'll get
all right, so what VIP list you putting us on, Fat?
Whatever.
Because we need to be in the room.
Y'all know it's good.
I don't know anything. What's good? Talk to them. Let's say it on camera so we have it in fact. What's good?
They on my list. They good. They don't need to call nobody. Call me.
The whole crew, you heard me. Get y'all shit together.
If you on Mark W list, you good. We good anywhere at any event. Y'all know it's love. I'm have a section somewhere, but yeah.
Cool. All right. So one of our things that we love to do here as we wrap up, you know, each episode, we would like our interviewees to tell us like Who next? Who you think needs to be sitting at this table next? Name some of your heaviest hitters, some of your favorite local influencers, even if they're not local, some of your favorite global people that you feel like need to be on the If You Know, You Know podcast. They need to be here. We need them and they need them.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna say two things, right? Because I feel like I'm a person that get overlooked a lot. So I'm gonna say the first person who is local. Both of these people gonna be local because I love New Orleans people.
Let's go.
One thing about New Orleans people, I feel like we prosper in any type of situation. I'm seeing us like the talent we have here right now is
always a vibe.
Crazy. We doing so many great things, and it's like I don't want our people to be like undervalued because I feel like that's been the longest time where our music, anything is like we put on the back burner. They just take, and then we like don't get no credit. So one person I feel like who I know I could like shout out and like he'll love this because he really don't get his flowers how I feel like he deserve. But my dude B Savage,
okay,
who on 1525, he is just a genuine person who is so motivating to people like me, like, you know, coming from the promoter world, starting, you know, he's a promoter or whatever like that, and opening his own spot on the West Bank, where he from, where people was like, I'm not about to do that on the, you know, like, for him to understand his own vision and, like, to really take it to the next level and be driving in a, like, it's just, like, that's motivation. So I feel like people need to hear his story. And, like, New Orleans people need to support him. Like, yeah, he from the West Bank. Like, whatever, how you feel.
Let me tell you something. Every time I go
how you feel? Like me, I feel like the West Bank too far.
It's a vibe.
It's
I don't
a
care what
vibe.
you're
It's on tonight,
Whenever
baby.
Every single day of the week.
In
But
that
get it
man's
popping. Like,
establishment, the level of customer service is top tier. The quality of the food is top tier. So I agree with everything you said. And also, he been a heavy hitter. He's not always at the forefront.
Exactly.
People
when you be like
he's
top,
been a heavy
whatever
hitter.
promote, like you wouldn't name be said, but to me I would because he always been that person where he add value.
He's genuine.
Yeah, he add.
He got a heart of gold.
Add value to anything he touched, his clothing line, his whatever he was doing, he gonna add value to it. So those type of people, I always want to give them like another platform because he have his own platform. But like when y'all two, like even y'all like. Y'all can benefit from having his platform because it's a whole nother demographic of people that would, you know, if people know me, but I'm sure some people on the West Bank don't know who I am, but they know me.
They gonna know now, because guess what? They gonna find out, because if they don't know, they know they now.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
And then my second person would be, to me, somebody who I admire right now as a female, B. Marie. I mean, she just...
Yes.
And let me tell y'all a story. Like, so I met B. Marie at the Hair Connect Uptown, and she was first starting off her product. I was promoting a pool party, so we just so happened to be there at one time. I ended up buying some of her product. It was like in a bag or whatever. She was just selling. I'm like,
give it.
You know, I'm like, yeah, let me support you. Like, you coming in here, you know, you good with my people, you know, and we ended up being, you know, really cool, and everything was it was just like I supported her from the beginning, you know. So to see like her really like getting out the mud, just like me, like passing out flyers, like showing, going like, hey, like this my product, put this on, you know, at the Hair Connect, you know, the girls coming through here, I got a new skin. So I love that, to see people who really like, damn, I see you really come from hustling, shooting your to being this mogul now and being able to give back. How you give back on the scale that you give back, to me that means more than anything. Like, I know she making headlines and stuff right now for giving back, but before that,
that's just inner.
I admire her because she always, you know, been like that. So I think that's somebody y'all really like. B. Marie, I would like to see her on here.
All right, B. Savage, B. Marie.
The bees,
B. Cherie,
B.
Tato, B. Tato, be good. We
Come
calling
on
y'all
now.
out. We calling y'all out. All right, so plug us. Let us know like where we can find you, where the people can get to know you. For all of those that may not be familiar with the Morgan Walker, Morgan W. Let the people know. Let them know like how we can
follow me on Instagram at Morg Verified, and then my website Morgan Walker Productions. But yeah, I mean, Instagram, I pretty much have everything that I'm doing. So just follow me on that, more verified, and that'll kind of keep you updated with everything I have going on.
Make sure y'all stay in tune with Bike and Vote.
Oh, and follow, definitely. Well, how did I forget?
That's okay. We got you, Fat.
Definitely follow Bike and Vote, BIKE, the letter N, VOTE on Instagram.
Be sure, please.
All right, y'all. Y'all know where y'all can follow me at Bsherrie Designs, at BSHERRIE Designs, or also to follow me personally as the boss and the CEO of all of these brands and businesses that I have. Follow me at I am Bsherrie.
All right, I'm your favorite fave. My name is Natalie Taste, and that's Taste Good, baby. You can follow me at Natalie Taste _ on Instagram, or your inner fat girl on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, check in. This has been so much
good. One more shot or one more toast for the road, maybe.
Shot
or toast. Come on, Mark. Don't be scared. Which one? Let's take a shot.
We're gonna do it now. We're gonna do it.
I'm not scared.
Take over. You got it.
It's shot o'clock.
You gonna pour her up right now?
We're got it. She's a pro. Okay.
And look, and we could get an M&M chaser because Morgan loves M&M.
Put that.
Shout out to
Tito's. Tito's need
M&M.
Tito's, let's get Tito's.
sponsorship.
Put that Tito's up there. We're gonna have an M&M chaser. I've never had a shot with an M&M chaser.
Me either.
This is
I'm gonna
like,
give y'all a shot that I would.
Morgan, don't be a baby.
No, that's better than what I had.
Yeah, y'all had those full shots. Oh, this one yours.
I'm cool. I'm
Wait,
about to say, what's in here?
no.
Nothing. Ooh, yellow M&M chaser for you. We really gonna do an M&M chaser. I think that's cute.
I think so too.
Morgan was eating the M&M.
M&M chaser.
I'm gonna take a red because.
That's my color, girl. What's
Okay,
up?
I'll give you red. You can take red.
Thank you.
And you go Fat.
You want yellow?
No, I'm gonna take this green.
Yellow because you're
It's green
light.
season 2024, bringing more green into my life. All things green. Money, herbs.
I like it.
You know, no envy though. All right. So, Morgan, did you find out? Did you find out today? Did you know and did you find out?
I found out everything I needed to
That
know.
we do. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, down.
Down.
And around the
baby.
With an M&M chaser. Oh, that was cute. I kind of like the M&M chaser. Boom. All right, so we have this tradition that we do here on If You Know, You Know. We're gifters. Gifting is our love language. Experiences is our love language. Curating things. So we just wanted to give you a little something special. Yes, happy birthday, by the way. You just recently celebrated a birthday. So you got to open it here. You can't just wait. You got to open it here. Yes, open it. Open it.
I said happy. Open your
birthday.
shit.
Yes. So
Y'all got me going with the beat, guys.
Let's carry on.
it's a little light token. You know, there's an envelope in there, so make sure you open that too.
When you go for the.
Yes. Okay, open it.
Thanks.
Is it in there? Did it fall? Bam.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So one of our official sponsors for episode 2 is Justini's Restaurant. So we gave you a dinner for two, a dining experience.
Shout out to Justine.
Yes.
Another female who is
Killing
so
it.
much admiration to me. Like, so helpful to what I'm doing and to what a lot of people are doing. Talk about another behind the scenes person. Like,
her.
so this is cool.
That's my sister.
This
So
is
me
so-
and her partners with her dining experiences that she do at the restaurant.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
that
amazing.
is an experience for two. You guys get to show up. We're gonna have this beautiful layout, and you guys are gonna
Oh
be
my
serviced
God.
amazingly.
Thank
So
y'all.
enjoy
Oh my
that.
God.
And then you also have another little piece
This
in
is
there. You know.
crazy.
We gotta get you. You know, 'cause since you know you fashion forward, we gotta get you a little.
See the next
swag.
podcast? Y'all better step it up. My ride
it
is
up.
going crazy.
Step it up.
Come on
Step
now,
it up.
this
Get
is
that other piece out of
amazing.
there, though. Fat. Get
talk
that other
about
piece.
it.
You know, because you gotta have some you know, some if you know merch. Yes.
Oh, don't.
That's pressure.
Yes.
Show the
That's
people.
pressure.
Show the
But it's
people.
hard.
Show the people.
So make sure you rock your if
I
you know
I
sweat.
see. You gotta put it on right now, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Wow, this
Yes.
is crazy.
So we just wanted to say happy birthday and thank you
y'all.
for joining
I
us today.
gotta take a picture with it.
No, you do it today.
Yes. Just okay. Put that shit on.
let me-
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, happens, it happens. Let me know.
Fucking French 75.
I
It's
told
the
you.
French 75 is going
She
crazy.
sold to him.